Hey friends, so we're back for some more Junie B. Jones reading. So I want you to turn to the person next to you, and I want you to tell them what you remember was happening last in this story. What was going on with Junie B. Jones when we last read? I'll give you a couple of seconds to talk about that. So the last chapter, we were finding out that Junie B. was not too sure about how she felt about the bus. She had just gone on it for the first time, and she was like, I don't know if this is for me. So we're going to have to continue reading to see what's going to happen. While I'm reading this time, I want you to think about who the main character of the story is, what the setting of the story is, and what the problem and the solution of the chapter is. So I'm going to read. This is chapter 4. No pictures on this page. It's called Me and Lucille and Some Other Kids. So remember, Lucille is that girl with the curly brown hair. Some of the other bus kids turned out to be in my class too. One of them was that Jim. That Jim I hate. Miss made us line up. Then we followed her to our room. Its name is room 9. There were other kids waiting by the door. When Miss unlocked it, everyone squeezed in all at once. That Jim stepped on my new shoe. He made a scratch mark on my shiny toe. The kind of scratch that licking won't fix. Hey, watch it, you dumb Jim, I hollered at him. Junie B doesn't have some nice words. Miss bent down next to me. Let's try to use our quiet voice while we're in school, she nodded. I nodded nicely. I hate that Jim, I said in my quiet voice. After that, Miss clapped her hands together very loud. I want everyone to find a chair and sit down as fast as you can, she said. That's when I ran to the table with the red chair. Only guess what? There was already someone sitting there. A girl with little red fingernails. And so I tapped on her and I said, I would like to sit there, I think. No, she said, I am. Yeah, only I already picked that chair out, I told her. Ask my mother if you don't believe me. But the girl just shook her head no. And so then Miss clapped her loud hands again and said, please find a seat. And so then I had to quick sit down in a stupid yellow chair. The same stupid color as the stupid yellow bus. I like how Junie B. Jones is making a connection to that chair. She's thinking, I don't like that yellow chair. And what else is there that I don't like that's yellow? That bus. Good connection. After that, Miss walked to a big closet in the back of the room. It's called the supply closet. She got out boxes of new pointy crayons and some white circles. Then she passed them out, and we had to print our names on the circles and pin them to our fronts. So right about here. It was our first work. If you need help spelling your name, raise your hand, said Miss. I raised my hand. I don't need help, I told her. Grandma Miller says I print beautifully. I used red, but then a mistake happened. I made my Junie too big, and there wasn't any room left for my B, and so I had to squish it very teeny at the bottom. I hate this stupid, dumb circle, I hollered. Miss made the shh sound and gave me a new one. Thank you, I said nicely. Grandma Miller says I print beautifully. The girl with the little red fingernails was faster than me. She showed me her circle and pointed to her letters. Lucille. That spells Lucille, she said. Look at Junie B's face. I think she's feeling a little embarrassed. What do you think? I like that name of Lucille, I said, because guess why? Seals are my favorite animals, that's why. Then Miss passed out drawing paper and we drew pictures of our family. Miss put a happy face sticker on mine. It was very good. Except I made my father too teeny and my mother's hair looked like sticks. After that, Miss took our class on a walk around the school. Everyone had to find a buddy to walk with. My buddy was Lucille. We held hands. The boy I can beat up was right in front of us. His buddy was that Jim. That Jim I hate. The first place we walked to is called the Media Center. My mother calls it a library. So their media center is like our school library, friends. It's where all the books are. And that's what the author just wrote. It's where the books are. And guess what? Books are my favorite things in the whole world. Hey, there's a jillion of them in here, I hollered, feeling very excited. I think I love this place. The librarian bent down next to me. She said to use my quiet voice. Yeah, only guess what? Right now I just like the kind of books with pictures. But Mother says when I get big I'm going to like the kind with just words and also stewed tomatoes. The boy I can beat up said, shh. I made a fist at him. Then he turned around. After that, we went to the cafeteria. The cafeteria is where kids eat lunch, except not when you're in kindergarten. So is Junie being nice to people right now? I'm hearing her use some mean words like hate, and she's making fists at people. Do we act like that? No. I said, it smells yummy in here, just like pescetti and meatballs. Then that Jim turned around and held his nose. P.U., I smell you, he said. Lucille laughed very hard, and so I stopped holding her hand. The next place we went to was the nurse's office. It's very cute in that place. There are 2 little beds where you get to lie down and 2 little blankets that are the color of plaid. Our nurse doesn't look like a nurse. She doesn't wear white clothes and white shoes. Our nurse is just a regular color. Lucille raised her hand. My brother said that last year he came here and you let him take off his shoes, and he got a drink of water in just his socks. That Jim turned around again. P.U., I smell your feet, he said to Lucille. This time, Lucille stuck out her tongue. After that, we held hands again. So that is the end of this chapter. So what I want you to do right now is I want you to turn to the person next to you, and I want you to tell them what you noticed. Who was the main character or characters? Where was the setting? What was the problem? And what was the solution of the book? So I will see y'all tomorrow. I'll be reading chapter 5, so stay tuned for that, and I can't wait to read with y'all. I hope y'all have a great rest of your day. Bye, friends.